Out of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now McCoy. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score. In their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Here's Morris. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coach was always saying, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Morris. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up. So 2nd down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and got some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Cousins. Open man, the tight end Rodgers. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
And Richard Rodgers makes the grab, and let's face it, it's going to follow him the rest of his career. The Hail Mary he caught to beat the Lions in 2015 in Detroit, pretty memorable play.
Those Lions fans, they just don't like you right now if they heard that.
I didn't mean to bring it up to, pull the Band-Aid off the wound there. I was just trying to praise Richard Rodgers. Yeah, they're going to be mad at me.
On 2nd down, Cousins again, surveying the field. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was looking for Alfred Morris that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, make him make someone miss in the open field.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. A reminder coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before that. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. A 2nd down throw for Cousins. Catch left side here by Aiken. And he's brought down. They give him 17. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then bring.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It's the rookie from Notre Dame, Jalen Smith, in there to bring him down, and it'll be a play to remember for that young man. The 1st sack of his NFL career. Now a second down throw for Cousins. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And now for the offense, this is play number 11 here on this drive. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So that's the word from the referee. Neutral zone infraction, 5 yards.
And, of course, the defense is always pointing at the offense about how they drew them across. Flag goes against the defenders on that one. Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. Cousins on 3rd and 2. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Now, they've got to be a little frustrated here to not complete that on 3rd down after having such a long drive going.
Hey, you're talking about going over 70 yards on the drive. Yeah, did you say a little frustrated?
Very frustrated.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Very frustrated. There's no doubt about it. They thought they were going to have a chance to cash in the end zone. Now it looks like it's likely a field goal attempt.
So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board. Happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And they're going to speed things up here. Here's Petty. And incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or 2 in and bats it away.
Petty now. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he powers his way up past the 30. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They come out here in the eye. They'll drop the throw. He's got time in the pocket. Dancing to his left. And he'll slide. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to look deep down the field. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. So, well, that came a little abruptly here. Still working on my Apple up. third quarter starts with a run by Freeman. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, second down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. On the move to his left. And an alley to run. And avoids the contact by sliding. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll set up the screen for Freeman. It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And the Falcons are going to get a first. And now they're in the hurry-up. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Caught on the left side, Fitzgerald. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Anytime you call man coverage against Larry Fitzgerald, you're really holding your breath as a defensive guy because his ability to run such precise routes and use that big frame that he has, that body against you, it's going to be very difficult to break passes up against him.
Yeah, when you make 9 Pro Bowls in your first 12 years, you might want to give him a little bit more coverage than that.
Yeah, it's not just athletic ability. He's a thinking man's receiver as well.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
I know they don't like to hear it when they get to a certain age, but then you have to start to use your skills, your wiles, right, your mind to beat guys to the football. And getting your toes tapped in bounds definitely qualifies as that, doesn't it?
The veteran showing he still has the agility. Second down following the incompletion.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Looking to throw. Player has it complete. Sheds a second man.
He's building up some momentum, isn't he?
Give him 7 on the play, and they're going to have a third down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue, line it.
Here's Patty. And he fires one, but incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice...
And they're definitely showing blitz here.
Here we go now.
Here's Cousins. He's got time. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Vince had to snow him under for a loss of 4.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
They run with Morris. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. And they'll be in search of 11 yards here on 3rd down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Okay, now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play.
But that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. With it is Jackson. Nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Here comes the Charger defense now as they get set back out there. And last time out, they gave up the chip shot field goal, but obviously it could have been worse than that. I think they felt pretty good about only giving up 3.
No doubt about it. Anytime an offense gets into the red zone, the thinking naturally for the defense is, okay, 3 points. We're going to give up 3 here, but let's make it no more than that. They met their goal.
On the other side, though, the offense, they weren't very happy.
No, because there's an opportunity. Once you get to the red zone, you're not thinking about kicking a field goal. You're thinking about how do you get it into the end zone, and when you don't, you walk off the field feeling a little bit of failure on that drive.
Yeah, who will have the better feeling at the end of this drive? Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. Touchdown, Falcons! Larry Fitzgerald, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, plays run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And heading back out there now, the Falcons defense here.
A short and not too sweet stint for the offense by getting them off the field that fast, but it set up their own offense, gave them a little spark, and they took it downfield and scored.
Now the question, can they do it again? Let's see.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
This is Morris. And he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack.
Back now in Atlanta. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now it's Morris. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. So this is the 2nd consecutive week, as you look at the numbers, that he just doesn't seem to have the same pop as we normally see him with.
Is there an injury we don't know about?
That's what I'm wondering.
Because that's a legitimate question right now. We're used to speed, power, all coming together. And what I've always loved about him is his vision. You know, last week he didn't have that as well. Always thought he was picking the wrong hole to try and run through. And his blockers, they seem to be getting him to the right place, but he picked the wrong spot. We're seeing some of that again this week. Can they snap it together? Can they get back in sync? Because normally we see them go together very, very well.
And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. And the Falcons now making their way back out onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in the touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They had a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target, and now it's 2nd down. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Petty now. finds Fitzgerald. And he's brought down after a good game. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So deja vu all over again. Another good week. And sometimes maybe, because the defense doesn't look that bad, maybe this is just good offense beating good defense in his case.
I like that because we always want to point out that there's a breakdown or someone made a mistake or there was an error. Sometimes it's exactly as you described it. Sometimes they just made better plays. And that's what he's been doing for the last 2 weeks. Someone's got to find a way to cover this guy. Otherwise, he may set some records.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Again, he'll drop to throw. On the screen, this is Woodhead. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And quickly, they get to the line. On first down, he'll drop to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look to grab a late lead. Back to throw again. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Well, now then, it's a big kick right there to give him the lead in the 4th. But, Charles, there is still time left for a final drive.
Brandon, you know they would have liked to take the clock down just a little bit further, at least under a minute or so. But this one's not over yet, especially since they just need a field goal.
And the Chargers coming out of the field now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. Whether they deserve credit or not, the defense is going to take credit for that incompletion because it always feels good when you slow down an offense.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Back to throw. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Tough spot for the offense. 3rd and 8. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Back to throw. Finding time. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. They got a man. It's Woods. Give him 14 on the play. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The rookie out of Ole Miss, Robert Kimdichie, in there to take him down. And the clock will roll. He'll look to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. It's a no-one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off-kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Cousins. And that is incomplete. Joik Bell, the one he was looking for. And it's 4th down.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Cousins in the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to try on 4th down. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Green, 39! Green!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. Back to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Falcons say they have it. They do.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah.
And got his man complete. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Fresh set of downs here.
Strong left, strong left, strong left. Hurry up, here we go. Leopard.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Room here to run. The 30, the 20. That brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You never...